Welcome aboard, everybody. It's Captain D. Sorry we're a few minutes late. Had some technical difficulties. But I think it's all worked out now. Alright, this is a flying event with the USA Virtual Flying Club. We're flying from Grand Forks to Winnipeg. And it's a VFR flight. We're going to follow the Red River basically after departing Grand Forks airspace to a series of GPS coordinates that basically just follows the river into Winnipeg, where we will land and clear customs. Today we are flying the Cessna 177 Cardinal RG. It's a 120 nautical mile flight. Probably take us a little under an hour. It might be a little congested on the ground. The event started about a half hour ago, so hopefully most of that traffic has gotten off the ground and we'll pick up the tail end of it here. So let's go ahead and go out to the airplane. Alright, here we have the Cardinal sitting on the ramp, still got the pitot covers and everything on it, and the taxi diagram just shows where we're at. We're going to be expecting runway 35 left is the active runway they're using here, so it's going to be quite the taxi here, kind of a U-shaped taxi over to 35 left. We'll depart 35 left VFR. Let me get this thing started and get the radios going. Alright, we'll remove the static elements and close the door. Power's on. Alright, for now we'll go ahead and get rid of the taxi diagram. There we go. And if there's any problem with the volume or anything, just let me know and I'll do what I can to adjust it. There is about a 15-second delay on the stream, so if I don't get to your comments right away, bear with me and I will try to answer all of them. Alright, mixture's in. Check the fuel lever here. Alright, fuel's on. Just real quick, make sure we have enough fuel in the plane. Three hours worth of fuel, plenty of fuel. Alright, mixture's forward, clear prop. Alright, engine is running. Let that warm up for a minute. I already saved the flight plan in here, so it should be ready to go. Activate. Clear the message. And ground frequency is 124.57. Not hearing any traffic on ground yet. That's alright.
Pilatus 816, I've got your code. Advise ready to copy. Pilatus 816, I've got your code. Advise ready to copy.
Go for 816.
Pilatus 816, departure frequency 118.1, squawk 2643.
1810 2643, thanks.
Pilatus 816, read back correct. Tower 184, when you're ready to go, have a good flight.
Over to tower. See ya.
Cardinal 21 Delta Alpha, Grand Forks ground, good evening, go ahead. Cardinal 21 Delta Alpha, roger, runway 35 left, taxi by Uniform Bravo Alpha, and I'll have your code for you shortly. Cardinal 1 Delta Alpha, it's gonna, Fox is current, the Grand Forks altimeter, tree 016.
QNH adjusted.
Grand Forks ground, 252's Charlie ramp, ready to taxi IFR. We can take a standard taxi if it's easy.
252, Grand Forks ground, roger, 35 left, standard taxi.
35 left, standard taxi, 252.
Taxi light is on, beacon light is on. Both our avionics switches are on. We're going to fly at 4,500 feet today. Nice clear VFR day. I think we've missed most of the traffic out of the airport. There's a few left here. So I hope everybody is having a good day. I know times are weird, so not much you can do right now in most places, but stay at home and watch a YouTube videos.
Cardinal 1 Delta Alpha, I got your code, advisor, did you copy?
Go for 1 Delta Alpha.
Cardinal 1 Delta Alpha, departure frequency 118.1, squawk tree 027.
3027 for 21 Delta Alpha.
1 Delta Alpha, read back correct.
27. There we go. We'll put our departure frequency in here. One 8.1. Oh, watch where you're going here, Captain D. Don't taxi in the grass. Alright, and then we're going to take a left on Bravo here. Looks like we've got another plane ahead of us in November Delta Uniform 5-2.
252, continue left Alpha full length.
Continue left Alpha full length, 252.
We'll pull the power back. Don't want to rush the guy.
Cardinal 1 Delta Alpha, as soon as the Archer in front of you moves, you can just follow him full length.
Roger that. We'll follow the traffic for full length to 1 Delta Alpha. There's our traffic. We're coming up on Alpha here. We'll take another right on Alpha. All the way down to the end of 35 left. We've got a 5-knot wind straight down the runway. Should make for a relatively uneventful takeoff. Quick note here, where we're at right now is a little bit less than half. So if I am not off the ground by the windsock for some reason, we will reject the takeoff and come back. If we have any problems before then, reject the takeoff, come back. If we have problems in the air, like an engine loss on takeoff or anything like that, If we have enough room on the runway, which means it would be shortly after rotation, we have enough runway to put it back down straight ahead. If we happen to climb to 1,000 feet,
252 Tower 18-4, have a good flight.
18-4, we'll see you.
we will entertain the idea of making the turn back, the 180. Alright, fuel pumps on. Temperatures and everything are warmed up, looking good. Oil quantity is good. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperatures are good. We should do a run-up somewhere. I flew in here, so I just flew the plane, so we'll forego the run-up. Just to save some time. Alright, there's the first windsock, which is at the approach end of the runway. So we are getting closer.
Cardinal 1 Delta Alpha, contact Tower 118.4 when you're ready. Have a good flight.
1184 for 21 Delta Alpha. Good night. Alright, switched over to tower frequency.
C52, contact Grand Forks departure 118.1.
Over to departure, 252, good day.
Then we've got our departure frequency of 118.1 in the standby. We'll do a no flap takeoff. Trim set. I think we're just about ready to rock and roll. Our rotate speed should be about 65 knots. Swing around the corner here and hold short.
Number 21 Delta Alpha, Grand Forks Tower, wind 350 at 10. Northbound departure approved, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
35 left, cleared for takeoff. Northbound VFR departure approved. 21 Delta Alpha. Alright, entering the runway environment. Navs and strobes come on. Landing lights are on. Taxi light is off. Lined up with center line. And takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. Getting a little squirrely. There's 60 knots. There's 65. We'll go ahead and give it to a little bit. It's a little bit of back pressure before we drive off the runway, and we're off. Positive rate. Gears coming up. Stabilize the climb.
Number 21 Delta Alpha, contact Grand Forks departure 118.1.
18-1 for 21 Delta Alpha. Thanks for the service. Have a good day. Departure November 21 Delta Alpha, just off 35 left, northbound VFR departure to Winnipeg.
Number 21 Delta Alpha, Grand Forks departure, maintain VFR.
We'll maintain VFR 21 Delta Alpha. Get a little bit better on course here.
Number 1 Delta Alpha, radar contact 1 mile north Grand Forks VOR.
They've got us on radar. Coming up on 2,000. Engine instruments and everything is in the green. We'll back off the manifold pressure a little bit here. Ease up on the trim. Alright, and if we look here, we want a heading of 002 degrees. A prepared pilot would have set that before takeoff. Alright, and we're keeping an eye on that traffic off to our right. Alright, got the autopilot engaged, just dancing around trying to get back to the line, so we'll just hit direct. There we go. That'll keep us from chasing the line.
November 1 Delta Alpha, you planning on staying at 4,500 all the way up?
1 Delta Alpha, affirmative.
Number 1 Delta Alpha, roger. The center may not be able to see you at 4,500, so we're 50-50 odds. I may have to just terminate you at my boundary, and then if you'd like to keep flight following, probably 5,500 or above.
Okay, we'll bring it up to 5,500. That's better for direction of flight now that I think about it. Thank you. Yeah, we should be at 55 for north. Alright, there we go. We'll go up to 5,500. And we'll turn the yaw damper on here. Hopefully that will help straighten out some of this rudder here, because we are not coordinated. Put in some rudder trim. can't really add any more rudder trim. We're hard over on that. Climbing up through 4,300, a little over 1,000 feet to go. $5,200, 300 feet to go. And that should still keep us below these clouds. Pull the mixture back a tiny bit here. Alright, and in the nav, we're going to put the Winnipeg VOR just for reference here. That's just the, okay, I know how we'll find it. There we go. Gotta love the GTN. Man, we're getting an 18 knot headwind. that is giving us only 103 knots over the ground so far. Hopefully we'll gain some here. We'll go all the way up to 2450 on the RP, on the manifold pressure. And 1400 on the RPM. And we'll see if that lets us gain a little bit of speed. Clear this warning.
252, roger, advise when ready for the approach. 252.
Alright, finally got that rudder trimmed out, so we're coordinated. Looks like we're going to get about 127 knots.
Grand Forks approach at 261 pop back, go with you level 13,000.
Hopefully this haze layer in front of us will break off. Otherwise we're going to scud run it all the way down.
Remember 361 Papa Echo, Grand Forks approach. Turn right, heading 110, vector visual approach, runway 35 left. Descend to maintain 5,000. Grand Forks 8 is Foxtrot current.
110 down to 5,000, 1 pop back.
Let me know if that ATC volume or anything is too loud. I can always adjust those levels.
Air Parks Departure 239ers with you. We're climbing out at 2800, 3500 eastbound for practice area Delta.
239er, Grand Forks.
Alright,
departure
so
area
we're
contact.
just about to reach our first GPS waypoint where we should pick up the Red River here shortly and basically follow that
Approach
Red River
39er,
down.
just for planning purposes,
Into
we're going to do a
Winnipeg.
quick touch and go down there, and then we're going to do some practice instrument approaches starting off at Thief River Falls and then back here at Grand Forks.
239er, roger. The center owns Thief River Falls, so you can, if you'd like to just make it flight follow into Thief River so you can make your request with them, I can do that. Otherwise, if I'll likely terminate you about 20 east of Grand Forks, and then you can try center on 133.4 with your request.
Reaching our first waypoint here.
239er, I'll tell you what, we want to stay with
Slightly
you,
to the
so
right.
we'll give you some traffic. We'll
There's
go to
the river
Mayville, I
down
forget
there.
which practice area that is, do some touch and goes, and then shoot some approaches with you.
Take a look around outside.
239er, roger. VFR on course to the southwest is approved.
VFR on course to the southwest, approved, 239er, thanks.
Alright, so here's this spiraling river that will basically just fly over the whole thing into Winnipeg. Obviously, we're not going to do the spirals, although that might be fun. Here I just have the stock X-plane scenery. There's no ortho or any Orbix type add-ons or anything like that. So impressively in Vulcan I'm getting about 70 frames.
And 252 is ready for the approach at Grafton. 252, cleared RNAV runway 35, approach Grafton Airport.
Cleared RNAV 35, approach Grafton Airport, 252.
Number 1, pop echo, just want to maintain 3,000.
5 to 3, 1 pop echo.
QNH adjusted.
Alright, 128 knots over the ground, 129. Are we going to make 130? Probably not. Picking up 19 knots off the right nose. 99 miles to go, 46 minutes.
252, change to advisory frequencies, approved, report missed approach this frequency.
Change to advisory frequency approved, report the miss, 252.
For some reason, this plane never lets me leave the cow flaps.
Citation 1, pop echo, Grand Forks Airport, 10 o'clock and 900 miles.
Field site, 1 pop echo.
Number 1, pop echo, clear visual approach, runway 35 left, enter via 5 miles straight in.
Clear visual approach, 35 left, and then 5 miles straight in, 1 pop echo.
Not a whole lot to look out here. It's pretty flat. Wonder why we're not getting traffic. That's why.
Number 21 Delta Alpha, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4. Good day.
133.4 for 21 Delta Alpha. Thanks for the service. Minneapolis, November 21 Delta Alpha, with you 5,500.
November 21 Delta Alpha, Minneapolis Center, the... Actually stand by 1 second.
He's looking for an altimeter.
Well, the third time I forgot the airport name. The Halleck altimeter 3017.
3017, 21 Delta Alpha. Alright, we're going to switch to heading mode for a minute while I reset the GTN and hopefully we can get some traffic.
Minneapolis, Pilatus 875. We're at 5500 now. Pilatus 875, radar contact 28 miles northeast of Alexandria. Cleared to Minneapolis Airport via via present position, direct Gulf. Gopher 1 arrival.
We're actually back VFR now. I don't know if that was a little cloud layer or whatever, but we climbed up through it. We've got VFR again, so we can continue VFR.
Okay, Nora 9875, then disregard everything that I just said and maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, sorry about that, for 865.
No, I'm kidding.
There we go.
Delta 4722, radar contact, squawk 4204, headed duplicate code, say altitude.
Oh, we lost our squawk.
Level 4722, roger, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Minneapolis, November 21 Delta Alpha. We had to reset our transponder here. Can we get our squawk code again?
Our 21 Delta Alpha, no problem. Squawk 3027.
3027. Thank you, 21 Delta Alpha. There we go. Another thing I should have checked on the ground. And for some reason, all you guys are seeing is the menu screen. Let me
Delta
fix that.
4722, clear direct Raz, Romeo, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Zulu.
Well, let's see here. What's going on? You're going to have a black screen for just a minute here while I fix that. There we go. That should come back up. Sometimes when you go in those menus, OBS,
Bonanza 328 Romeo, Romeo, Minneapolis Center, radar contact,
stream
squawk
with gets stuck.
0166, maintain VFR, and the Darwin altimeter, actually that's not an airport, sorry, the Alexandria altimeter 3014.
Look at these squares of water down there. I wonder if that's normal or just some
If I said
scenery
anything different than the call center,
weird thing.
apologize.
We'll check the
Is it
chart
Bravo Romeo?
layers here.
Well, sorry.
If we go to a satellite map on the chart, what's it look like? According to the satellite map, those squares of water are not there. So I think that might just be a glitch in the scenery. There's a picture of the satellite map I'm looking at. And if you look directly at the left side of the window over here, we have these
Council
water
323
squares.
Minneapolis Center, climb and maintain flight level 400. Delta Kilo Mike 94, the Bemidji altimeter 3011.
011 on the altimeter, Delta Kilo Mike 94.
QNH adjusted.
Kind of bouncing around here. That could be because of the 19 knot wind. I think it's just the autopilot fighting the wind here. Seems quite bouncy though. Almost like you have that
1535 to set up pilot discussion,
cinema
maintain flight level
verte
240.
setting set, but I just cycled that. That should be off.
Delta 1535, yep, I'll get that to you in a bit. Just when you actually, have you started descent already?
That's a negative. We were going to do it just a little bit after Swan.
Delta 1535, alright, forget it. Descend via the Torquay 3 arrival, runway 30 left transition, the Minneapolis altimeter 3005.
We'll descend by the arrival.
Go back on nav mode, get back on our line here. We're about 13.5 gallons an hour. Man, we really are turbulent, bouncing around. Kind of straddling the line between North Dakota and Minnesota. According to the chart, if you are on the right-hand side of the aircraft right now, you are in Minnesota. If you are on the left-hand side of the aircraft, you are still in North Dakota. If you stretch your leg across, you're in two spots at once. And we are a-bouncing.
American 21 Minneapolis Center, you received a frequency change at Denver about 15 to 20 minutes ago. Oh, well, I had no idea you switched to text, so that would probably do it. Yeah, it's 13, no, contact Denver Center 13, oh, Denver Center logged off. Well, in that case, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and give Denver approach a call 120.35. Sorry about that, I didn't know Denver signed off all of a sudden. Good night.
Alright, still following the Red River. We're close to Pembina, which is about the last airport before you cross the border into Canada. All of our paperwork is filed. We are free to cross the border and fly to Winnipeg, where we will land and clear customs. So if you have any American beer on board, please pour it out the window before landing. Although with these turbulence, you couldn't keep the beer in the bottle if you tried.
Metro 647 in the airspace to the southwest, Kansas City Center closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Alright, Number 21 Delta Alpha, contact Winnipeg Center 118.0.
18-0 for 2-1 Delta Alpha. Thanks for your service.
Bye. Delta 2369 leaving the airspace to the east, Kansas City Center.
Winnipeg Center, November 2-1 Delta Alpha, VFR with you 6,500.
Number 21 Delta Alpha, Winnipeg Center, good evening. Maintain VFR at all times on about 5,500.
We'll maintain VFR for all times, 5,500 for 2-1 Delta Alpha. We could cancel flight following and go lower to see if we could stop from bouncing around, but I think I'd rather keep the ATC service because of all the other planes that are going to be up towards Winnipeg.
Log 152 Center.
Go ahead.
Log 152, just confirm your altimeter set 3019.
Altimeter set 7,000. I will decline to 7,000.
Log 152, affirm your altitude should be set 7,000, but your altimeter should be set 3019.
3019er, but I'm going direct to Tanba, correct?
Log 10, correction 152, affirm direct Tanba and maintain 7,000 feet.
Man,
but
this bouncing
your
seems to
altimeter,
be excessive.
the barometric pressure should be set to 3019.
What's it look like on the outside?
Oh, copy
view?
that. Dimension pressure set to auto. Thank you. Log 152.
Thanks.
Well, on the outside view, we're rocking around quite a bit, so I guess that's right. Yeah, and the trim wheel's going nuts with the
152,
autopilot.
do you have the Brandon weather on board, or did you want the Brandon weather?
Trying to keep her level.
I have the Brandon weather, so thanks very much, Log 152.
I've never flown a Cardinal in the real world, but it's similar to a 172, and I've flown a 172 in about a 35 knot headwind, and it bounced around quite a bit, so maybe this is
I'm
accurate.
going to remain on runway 26. That's perfect, Log 152. Thanks.
152, not a problem. Wondering if you descend 4,500, the altimeter 3019er. Expect the RNAV to approach runway 26.
Where can I get the descent altitude again?
It's descend 4,500.
Got about 58 miles to go. We're going to go ahead and get the frequency for Winnipeg's
Send it to
ATIS.
4,500, log 152, thanks.
One 120.2. We're gonna put that in number 2. And monitor it. That way, when ATIS comes in, we'll get it. And for the approach, it's a severe clear, good weather minus the wind. We're probably just going to shoot the visual. Yesterday, when I did this flight as a practice, which there will be a regular YouTube video of that put out within the next couple of days, we landed on 3.6.
Roger, thank you. High fire canceled. 01262. Have a good night.
I guess with that big wing and the way it's sloped like that, the wind kind of does hit it a little bit different. Hopefully, a couple thousand feet lower, it's a lot less. When I landed yesterday, there wasn't as much wind. Yeah, we're all the way up to 20 knots right off the nose. Alright, we have crossed the border. We are now in
52 via 10,
Canada.
clear for the RNAV Zulu approach runway 26.
Sorry, say again?
152
As we
via 10,
float around
the
here.
RNAV Zulu approach runway 26.
We've got about 25 minutes left in cruise. Not much of a descent at 5,500 feet, so probably start a descent probably 15 to 20 miles out
I'll contact back when I'm clear from the runway.
to get the visual.
152, roger. I was just going to say over the intercom for your landing clearance frequency was down clear, thanks.
Roger that.
Richardson International Airport, ATIS information, Charlie. 0100 Zulu Special. 1030 at 11 gust 17. Visibility 15. Temperature 7. Dew point -8. Altimeter 3023. Approach, Hill Zulu runway 36. Landing and departing runway 36. Inform ATC on initial contact of requested approach. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
Alright, we have information Charlie at Winnipeg. And they are landing runway 36.
And Winnipeg, flight by 1286 with you, we'll climb in 15,000.
Flight by 1286, Winnipeg Center, good evening. Continue climb, flight level 310.
Continue climb in, we'll go to flight level 310, flight by 1286.
Winnipeg Center, hello, Dragon.
So for planning purposes, we're going to go down here
26,
to
Winnipeg Center,
Winnipeg.
welcome aboard, just out of curiosity.
Load
accept an RNAV
procedure,
star?
approach.
Say again for Dragon 26.
Dragon 26, just out of curiosity, able to accept an RNAV star?
Affirmative,
Visual
Dragon 26.
36.
26, roger.
And we'll load approach.
Dragon 26, it's going to be the Amble 2 arrival firmly 36.
Roger, that should be what we filed for Dragon 26.
There we go.
Dragon 26, roger. Yeah, sorry, I didn't say it in your flight plan there. Or sorry, didn't say it on your scope, my apologies.
Still got 50 miles. 20 minutes. No need to start slowing down yet. Sounds like I missed most of the traffic at Winnipeg, so we should be able to get in there rather.
Number 2 on Delta Alpha, contact Winnipeg arrival now, 119.5, we'll see it.
119.5, 21 Delta Alpha.
Winnipeg Center, good day, Air Canada 288, flight level 260 for 230.
Winnipeg arrival, Cardinal November 21 Delta Alpha, 6,500.
November 21 Delta Alpha, Winnipeg Terminal, hello. You can proceed direct to Winnipeg and advise me when ready for descent.
Direct to Winnipeg, and we'll advise when we're ready for descent, 21 Delta Alpha.
Alaska 45, I just wish to confirm your direct amble at this time, Alpha Mike Bravo and Yelly.
Yes, I just went off track there. I'm turning left about 15 degrees for Anvil.
Alaska 45, looks like it'll be more
We're
like
VFR, so we're
a
just going to stay doing
90-degree
what
turn.
we're doing.
If you wish an initial vector, it will be heading 270.
270. Excellent, thank you.
No problem.
Winnipeg arrival, November 21 Delta Alpha. We're going to begin our descent down to 1,800 feet now.
November 28 Delta Alpha, negative, descend 2,000 VFR.
Alright, we'll stop at 2,000 for 21 Delta Alpha.
That's just because circuit altitude's 2,000.
Alright, good to know. I don't fly in Canada a whole lot, so learn something new every day. $2,000. And during the descent, we'll pull the power back. Alright, we're descending down to 2,000 at about 700 feet a minute. That's a good rate of descent for this plane. So like I said at the beginning, this is a group flight event for the Virtual USA Flying Club. We do a lot of events on VATSIM. Some of them end up on my stream, some of them don't. If you guys are interested in joining the flying club for your own sim purposes, let me know and I can get you in touch with a staff member of the club and then get you set up.
And approach,
We do about a
045
event
Amble,
usually about
we're
once a
taking
week,
the Amble,
sometimes every 2
arrival,
weeks, but
Amble to
quite
arrival.
active.
Alaska 045, I checked your
If I would have
remarks.
been on time today, we'd have got a better
Thank
view
you,
of
sir.
that, but unfortunate technical difficulties.
Winnipeg arrival, good day, it's Air Canada 288, we're out of 160 for 1000.
Sometimes it seems like every time I get the idea to start a
Air
stream and
Canada
be ready at a certain
288,
time,
Winnipeg
something
Terminal,
always
hello,
seems to happen,
descend 3000, Winnipeg
so I have started
altimeter
referring to it
is
as Murphy's Law of Simulation.
3023.
3000, Air Canada 288.
Alright, we're going to make a slight turn here to the northeast a little bit. And then once we get to our next GPS fix, then we will start maneuvering for the visual into 3.6. We're going to increase our rate of descent here to about 1,000 feet. There we go. Just to make sure we get down there in time. Alright, as we're
Alaska
descended,
045,
we've lost
Winnipeg Terminal, what are your
3
intentions
knots
after this
of
approach? Are you going to,
headwind,
do
and
you
we're
wish
not
to continue
bouncing
to do
around so
approaches,
much.
or is this just a one time you wanted to navigate out for the star and then come back?
Yeah, my intentions were to come down on the Amble 2 arrival, down to approach on Mesta,
Also, if you guys are
runway
interested in
ILS
becoming part of the
36.
conversation here on Captain D's Aviation
Roger,
Adventures,
so you just wish
there is
the
an
one
open
approach, you don't want
invite
to do
to
multiple.
anybody to join my Discord server. The link is at the
sorry,
top of
I
the
was
banner of the
intending
YouTube
to
page. You'll see where it has a link to my
140
Twitch
at the present
page,
time.
and also right next to it has an icon for Discord. If you have any ideas about flights, any questions, any comments, or you just want to see what happens behind the scenes of everything, come on over and join the Discord. Alright, 300 feet to go, and then we will level off as instructed. We'll set the
Winnipeg arrival,
Winnipeg
Dragon 26,
altimeter
hello,
here.
level 270 for level 230.
Dragon 26 Winnipeg Terminal, hello. What's
We
the
are
lowest speed
leveling
you can
off.
go right
We'll add some power.
Right now we can maintain about 250 knots for Dragon 26.
Dragon 26, Roger, descend 12,000, Winnipeg, altimeter 3023.
12,000 Dragon 26.
Alaska 045, descend 3,000, unrestricted, descend as quickly as possible.
Roger that, down to 3,000.
Alright, so at 2,000 we're still bucking 16 knots of headwind with 38 miles to go.
Alaska 045, turn right heading 180.
180.
Alright, as you can see here, we've got about 2 more waypoints. When we get to this second one here, this next waypoint, we're going to kind of turn off to the left a little, and hopefully they'll
Dragon,
just give us the
26,
straight in for
looks like you're
3.6.
going to be pretty high for the approach. If you wish, you can just do a left-hand 360 and then rejoin the Amble 2 arrival when able.
Sure, well,
Negative Dragon
360.
26, we're following the arrival.
Roger that.
Sorry, that was stepped on. Dragon 26, go ahead.
Negative, we're following the Amble 2 of Dragon 26.
Dragon 26, I checked that. It's just you're going to be... Oh, sorry, confirm what's your passing altitude?
Dragon 26, we are passing 13,000.
Dragon 26, Roger, it appears your mode, Charlie, is a little spotty. I just showed you descend about 8,000 feet in 10 seconds, so I'm just going to keep an eye on that. For now, turn right, heading of 220.
8,000 feet in 10 seconds.
Okay,
Wow.
right 220.
That'd be a ride.
26.
Air Canada 288, cleared ILS Zulu runway 36 approach, boater transition. Correction, Air Canada 288, cleared ILS Zulu runway 36 boater transition.
Clear the ILS Zulu runway 36 boater transition Air Canada 288.
Alaska 045, I just wish to confirm heading 180. November 124, Mike Charlie, approaching 45 miles to the south at 5,500 feet. Radar service terminates. You're cleared en route. If you wish flight following, contact Winnipeg Center 118.0.
Alright, we'll go ahead and cancel the flight following, and we'll go VFR the rest of the way for 124 Mike Charlie.
Roger.
124 Mike Charlie is the leader of the flying club. Looks like he's
November
already
124
ready to
Mike
depart
Charlie,
Winnipeg.
yeah, if you're not going to talk to any more controllers, you may squawk code 1200.
Alright, VFR, and we'll switch over to Unicom for 4 Mike Charlie. You have a great evening.
Alaska 045, fly heading 360.
I've just done 360 and I'm coming around back onto the Ambil approach.
Alaska 45, negative, turn left heading 360.
It sounds like everybody wants to do their own thing and not follow the controller.
Alaska 045, turn left heading 360, no delay.
360, right.
November 21 Delta Alpha, turn left and cleared right based, runway 36 and 2000 VFR.
Alright, we'll turn left for a right base into 36. 21 Delta Alpha.
And 21 Delta Alpha, I just wish to advise you there's some IFR traffic inbound, so I might have to switch you over to runway 31. The current winds are 030 at 11, gusting 17. Would that be acceptable?
Yeah, I can take 3-1 if that works better for you.
Roger, November 21 Delta Alpha, if that would work better, then you are cleared the left base for runway 31.
Alright, we're changing to a left base for 3-1, 21 Delta Alpha.
Very good, thanks.
That's the same thing they did to me yesterday because of the IFR traffic. Being in a slow bird, taking the same runway as the big birds, they gotta get you out of the way.
Winnipeg Rival Dragon 26 heading 220.
Dragon
So we'll
26,
change our
Roger,
approach
turn
here.
left heading 120.
Left 120, Dragon 26.
And then we'll continue until we basically get to a right base.
And arrival Dragon 26, we've leveled at 13,000 for this vector. What altitude would you like us at?
Dragon
So,
26, you may
we were going to
descend,
start maneuvering
3,000.
here when we got to this
3,000,
GPS
Dragon
waypoint
26.
right in front of us. But, moving to 3-1,
Alaska
we might as well
045,
move to
turn
the
left
next
heading
one on the
270.
flight plan, and basically that lines us right up for
270.
left base into 3-1. And we are instructed to stay at 2,000 feet.
And arrival Dragon 26, we like the TACAN runway 36 approach with a overhead brake.
Dragon 26, I checked the TACAN approach for runway 36, and you can pass on the request for the overhead brake to tower.
Roger, Dragon 26.
Dragon 26 must be a high-performance aircraft of some type that usually don't do those kind of
Alaska
maneuvers.
045, turn left heading
It's kind of
180.
a fighter pilot maneuver there, the brake on the
Repeat,
approach.
please.
Which basically means
Alaska
they
045,
fly
turn
over
left heading
midfield and
180.
brake
180.
and then turn into the pattern.
Dragon 26, turn left heading 090.
090, Dragon 2.
Dragon 26, report passing altitude.
Dragon 26, we're level 13,000 and we'll be descending down to 3,000 shortly.
26 to go.
Dragon
Go ahead and
26,
bump the speed
check
here.
that
No
your
sense in
mode
going
Charlie
this slow.
is without of limits. Turn off your mode Charlie now. It's unable to, or it's not working properly, so just disengage mode Charlie.
Dragon 26.
He's going too fast. The radar can't keep up. It's going to be quite the crosswind landing. Good practice. Alright, we'll turn northbound here. Still 16 knots. Alright, just for planning purposes and to make sure
Air Canada
nothing's
288,
changed,
contact tower 118.3.
we're going to get the ATIS
Get in
again.
here, Canada 288.
Temperature 7. Dew point -8.
Winnipeg arrival, Delta Kilo Mike 94, level
Approach.
with you, or
Still
with
through
you, level,
runway 36.
level
Landing
8,500
departing runway 36.
inbound.
Dragon
Form
26,
APC on
turn
initial contact
left
of
heading
requested
of
approach.
020.
Advise on initial
To
contact.
intersect,
You'll
clear
have
the
information
TAC
shortly.
and Yankee runway 36 approach.
Left 020, clear the TAC and runway 36, Dragon 26. International Airport
Dragon
Assist
26,
information Charlie.
what's the lowest speed you can go to, right?
0100 Zulu Special.
Dragon 26 would like to maintain 250 knots for the break.
Visibility
Dragon
10
26,
gusting 17.
negative
Yeah,
approach
that's
clearance is
gonna be
canceled.
interesting.
Descend 3,000 and maintain your present heading.
3,000 and
Alright, we'll
present
put the
heading.
tower
Dragon,
frequency in
26.
here for the standby.
The fact you got a bit of predators, you're gonna overtake the Air Canada.
Roger, Dragon 26.
18.3.
Winnipeg arrival, this is Delta Kilo Mike 94, with you, level 8,500 inbound.
Air Canada 288. Excuse me, the winds are 030 at 11, gusting 17. You're clear to land, runway 36.
Okay, we're still clear to land. 36 there, Canada 288.
Delta Kilo Mike 94, Winnipeg arrivals. Hello, you can proceed directly Winnipeg Airport and advise me when ready to descend.
We're direct to the airport as we speak, and we're ready for our descent.
There's
Kilo Mike
Dragon
94.
26 flying right in front of us, and man, he's quick.
Roger, descend.
I wonder, I'm not sure why he's not showing up on the traffic screen.
Descend 2,000, Delta Kilo Mike 94.
And Dragon 26, turn right heading 180.
There he is.
Right, 180, Dragon 26.
Arrival, this is Delta Kilo Mike 94. What's the current altimeter setting?
Delta Kilo Mike Winnipeg altimeter 3023.
023, Delta Kilo Mike 94.
Alright, we're getting ready to turn our right base.
Winnipeg arrival, Bonanza 748 Hotel Sierra, level
Mixtures are full,
6,500,
props full.
with information Charlie.
Pull the speed
November
back a little.
748 Hotel Sierra Winnipeg Terminal, hello. I'm gonna switch up the runways now. You're cleared for the, or correction, you can go direct to Winnipeg, but you'll be landing runway 31.
Okay, we'll expect for 3-1 for 8 Hotel Sierra.
Delta Kilo Mike, same for you, you can plan runway 31.
Here's the wind messing with us again.
Runway 31, Delta Kilo Mike Uniform.
A little bit of turbulence. Everybody make sure you get your seatbelts
still have
on.
the star loaded into your FMS.
Yes, sir. I have my I have the plans open.
Alright, in about
yes,
2.5
I'm
miles
okay,
here, we're going to turn a left base.
for 36 landing.
Well, we're kind of on a left base here. We're going to turn final
Alaska
for
045 Tower Roger,
runway
or correction,
31.
Terminal Roger. You can proceed direct Boater, via Boater, cleared for ILS Zulu runway 36.
I have border. Yes, sir. I'm turning now. Thank you.
Roger, and I just wish to confirm you're cleared the ILS 36.
Alright, just
I'm
slowed down to
confirmed,
our final
I have
approach
the
speed real
ILS
quick,
36.
just to see how stable it was with the
Roger.
wind. We can speed back up.
Arrival, this is Delta Kilo Mike 94. Is there any chance we can get runway 36?
Delta Kilo Mike Tower, or yeah, I will be able to give you runway 36. For now, just continue direct the airport.
We'll expect runway 36 now, and still direct the airport, Delta Kilo Mike 94.
Delta, or correction, Dragon 26, turn right heading 310 vectors for the intercept.
Right, 310, Dragon 26. Okay, 288's on the go-around wind shear.
Air Canada 288, Roger, climb 3000 runway heading.
We're at 3000 level now, and we're on the runway heading Air Canada 288.
Alaska 045, reduce speed 170
There's the
knots.
airport,
170 knots.
7 miles.
Air Canada 288, contact me on departure 119er decimal, correction, 119er decimal 5.
195, Air Canada 288.
November 21 Delta Alpha, contact me on tower 118 decimal 3.
Over to tower for 21 Delta Alpha 18-3, thank you. Winnipeg Tower, November 21 Delta Alpha, left base runway 31.
November 21 Delta Alpha, Winnipeg Tower, runway 31. The winds are 030 at 11, gusting 17, altimeter 3023, continue your number 1.
Continuing for 3-1, number 1 for landing, 21 Delta Alpha.
Air Canada 288, turn left heading 270.
Gear's going to come down.
Left 270, Air Canada 288.
Green light. Okay, gears down.
And Alaska 045, it's not going to work for the approach, turn right heading 180, nodal.
I am on, I'm ready to turn for final.
Alaska 045, negative, turn right heading 180.
Winnipeg Tower, good evening, EPS 495 Heavy on Charlie coming up on 36.
EPS 495, Winnipeg Tower, good evening. When airborne contact, Winnipeg departure 119er decimal 5, wind 03011, gust 17, runway 36, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 36 upon airport contact 19.5 for EPS 495 Heavy.
Alright, we're turning final. It's going to give us about a 4.5 mile final.
Number 21 Delta Alpha, are you able to land runway 31 to hold short 36? Landing distance available is 3,700 feet.
21 Delta Alpha, that should be no problem.
Alpha, Roger, wind 03011, gust 17, clear to land, runway 31, hold short 36.
Clear to land 3-1, hold short 3-6, 2-1 Delta Alpha. Flaps coming out. Really low. The approach is taking us too low here. We need to add power. Autopilot's coming off. Runway is in sight. Gear is down. Mixture's full. Props are full. Tanks are even. We have been cleared to land 3-1 with holding short of 3-6. So it's a good time to practice our crosswind short field landing. Over the numbers, a little high. What's going on here? I don't know what happened. I'll disconnect from VATSIM so we don't screw them up. That was weird. I don't know why it didn't correct right. Is my rudder pedals working right? Yeah? That was really weird. Well, that wasn't a very good landing, obviously. Alright, but because they've got other airplanes coming in everywhere, we'll just disconnect and stay off there. Their way. I don't know why that happened. That was really weird. Like as soon as we touched down, it just went sideways on us. Alright, so we would have hold short here, but we're good. Let's get a chart so we can figure out where we're going. I don't know if I didn't quite kick out the crab enough, and the plane touched down sideways. We'll have to go back and take a look at the replay. But hey, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Alright, so we'll exit on Kilo here. I don't know if I would have tried that in real life with a 12 knot gusting crosswind. Especially when a Cardinal. The retractable gear Cardinals have a pretty gruesome reputation about collapsing gears on crosswind landings. Alright, let's go find a parking spot. I'm not sure where customs is on this chart here. I think it's this way off Foxtrot. Well, despite my despicable landing there, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the stream. And hopefully I'll continue to put out more of these events as we do them with the Flying Club, along with all the other things that the channel puts out, videos and live streams. The next video on the channel should probably post either later tonight or sometime tomorrow. The next live stream I want to do will be tomorrow evening at about between 4:30 and 5 o'clock Pacific time, with flight details to be announced. I appreciate everybody that takes the time to watch this stream either live or a past broadcast video. And remember to leave your comments there, and I will get back to everyone on every comment the best that I can. I'm not sure if this is a customs office, but hey, it looks close enough. So we'll park right up here. Good enough. Alright. Parking brake is set. Fuel goes to cutoff. Power's off, mags off, avionics off, lights are off. And thanks for riding along. For those of you who are still sitting here, we will watch the replay real quick of the landing. Because I'm curious to see what I did. It still shows the door open. Oh, there it goes. In the replay. Alright, so I think I went back a little too far. go. Sometimes when you rewind the replay too fast, it takes a while for the scenery to pop back in. Alright, so here we are. This is probably about a mile final, maybe a little bit more. Nose pointed towards the runway. We're crabbed a little bit. Slowly descending down towards the runway, making corrections to keep the nose pointed at center line. Okay, here we are, getting ready to pass over the threshold and over the numbers. At this point I see that I am a little higher than I want, so I push the nose down. Got the wing into the wind. Trying to keep the nose on center line. There's the flare. There's I cut the power and the wing drops. So it wasn't really crooked, but it's almost like the brakes and rudders didn't engage when I was trying to turn there, and we ended up driving off the runway. But other than that, it was a great flight. If you stuck around this long, thanks again for watching the video. Hope you all have a wonderful day. See you next time.